I'm excited because, again, I have with us the Biscuit Eaters, and they're from Low Gap, North Carolina. And this time, I know Low Gap is one word.
That's right.
You haven't moved to your new house yet, have you?
We have not.
Not yet. So this is a fabulous group. And I saw them, first started following them on YouTube. Didn't know who they were, but I said, they're amazing. And at the time, Josiah here was the main banjo player. And I used to play banjo, and it was Josiah that made me quit. Because I said, I can never be, no matter how much I practice, like this kid who at last year you were 11, I think. So everybody's turned a year older, I guess. So I want you to introduce each person, how old they are.
Except Mom. I don't turn a year older.
No, you don't.
I'm stuck
Me
at
either.
29.
And that's Meredith, the mom.
I'm
29.
Meredith. I'm the mom.
And say what instrument you play, Meredith.
Oh, well, I play the guitar.
Guitar.
What's your name?
My name's Molly, and I play the fiddle.
And you are how old?
I'm 6 years old.
And you do dancing up there as well.
Yes,
Like
sir. Yes, ma'am.
I'm Maggie, and I'm 10 years old, and I play the guitar. I'm Josiah. I'm 12 years old, and I play the banjo.
I'm Sam. I'm 15 years old, and I play the fiddle and the mandolin.
I'm Silas, and I'm 8 years old, and I play the fiddle.
And I'm the dad, and I play the bass.
And so they're very, we'll call them, not vain. They play multiple instruments. So some of you only mentioned the main instrument you play, but I've seen even today multiple instruments.
They do. They play multiple instruments, but I think that's kind of a natural progression as just a musician in general. Most kids that pick up one want to branch off into something else, or like Josiah, all of them love the old time banjo, and that's a totally different style. So I think Maggie kind of started learning that too. So, and Maggie's a good fiddler, and Joe is a great fiddler. So
wow.
It's just fun. It's fun to learn the different instruments.
And so we won't go into all of last year's story because people can see the video linked above, but there is a video from last year where you explained the jam program, but you are part of the Elkin Jam, Junior Appalachian Musicians, and you perform as part of that, and like here this is part of jam, but you perform in a lot of places. Where are some of the places you've performed besides the Earl Scruggs Music Festival?
So I'll kind of think backwards. Last week we had the opportunity to travel to Franklin, Tennessee, and we played at the Franklin Theater in a show put on by Mandy Barnett, who's a Opry member. She's famous for doing Patsy Cline covers, and she played when they redid the Ryman. Do you remember when they redid the Ryman? They came out with that show, Always Patsy Cline. She was the star of that show.
Oh, cool.
Beautiful voice. But she's a Grand Ole Opry member, and she hosts that show. And Crystal Gale was a part of that show, and Val Story, who
So they
is
got to hear you play?
They did, yeah. We played, 3 songs? Yeah. We played 3 songs, and it was a really neat experience to play. Anytime you go to a theater that's like a redone old theater, it's a cool experience. So that was last week, and then I'd say the Ocracoke, a really fun one that we did this summer for the first time was the Okra Folk Festival on Ocracoke Island in the Outer Banks.
Wow.
So we were invited to come out there, not through Jam, just they found us on social media, and we had to take a ferry, a 2.5-hour ferry to get to the island.
With your instruments and all that? Or did you have your car?
We had the car.
Okay.
And had to go out to the island, got to spend a day on the beach before we played. And we played 2 shows there at the festival. And they have all kinds of different music. They had classical, they had blues, folk, duet type. It was a very broad range, I guess, of genres. And that Saturday night, we played with the host band, the Square Dance. And there was, how many people you think there was in there? There had to have been like 100 people at least trying to square dance in this huge barn that they have on the festival site. So everybody that was at the festival came pretty much to the island that weekend to come to that festival. So they were energetic, the shows, we all had packed shows
Oh, wow.
because that's what they were there for.
And the crowd really revved
They-
you up. I know that.
It does. When the
we
crowd,
were used to crowds of 4 or 5, and
Yeah.
we had 3 of us. It was kind of hard to get into it. But
yes, Jason can attest to that as a preacher and pastor, and I'm the worship leader. You know, it does rev you up when there's an energetic crowd, and they cheered and clapped, and it was fun. It was a
bet
lot
so.
of fun.
I
And
know
they
you've
invited
done-
us back yesterday. They sent us
really? Already?
a message, and going to try to work that out again. So.
And I know you've done at least one Merle Fest, right?
Yeah, we played Merle Fest in 2023.
I know you did International Bluegrass, whatever it is in Raleigh.
IBMA, yes, we played there.
Galax? Whatever that is.
So Galax this year, Sam competed. This was his last year to compete in the youth category, and they had close to 150 kids that played. I was on the Monday night of Galax, and he placed first in old time fiddle again.
Fantastic.
He placed first last year, and Silas placed fourth this year, and he placed fourth last year. So they had the same placings as last year. And this is out of 25, 30 fiddlers. So that's, well, I know Sam's proud of that, his last year.
Do you get
You
to
wanna
play
say
as a
something about that?
family band there? Do you get to play as a family band there? Or
We
no?
do not. They have the band contest that's on Friday and Saturday nights, but there are so many bands.
Really?
It goes until 2 in the morning. We've never played the family band, just the youth contest. Then the youth band, they placed 5th on Monday night.
Okay, cool.
Lots of talented kids.
So Mike and I were saying, you were great last year, but it is like a world of difference. It's like professional. You were professional last year, but it's amazing. So I want to let someone else answer this. Anyone who wants to. How much do you practice? How much practice time do you do in a day or a week or so?
Anybody?
Anybody have an idea? Think through.
Maybe 2 times a week.
They really, they do not practice a whole lot. One, because we play a lot of shows.
You do.
So we're just trying to survive through our sets and our shows. And if we have a pretty big repertoire, so we usually have a really nice grouping of songs that we feel really comfortable with. And then we'll get we'll hear a song that we want to work out, like the I've Endured song is a new one that we've added to our set. And over the summer we learned America the Beautiful
Cool.
as a group, and I wish we could have added that one this morning, but we'll find a song that we like and say, hey, we should do that. And so we'll practice to work up new songs, and then individually they really don't. If they get their instruments out, it'll be because they want to for fun or are trying to work on an individual tune.
Well, if you're performing that often, that is your
Yeah.
practice, I would say. I mean,
And then during the school year, we're a part of Jam, so they're they're in classes every week.
right. So, as Mike can tell you, I could never memorize a song. Maybe I'll Fly Away. So I had to have the book in front of me all the time, the chords. How do you memorize all those words and songs?
You sang 2 songs with lots of words.
How do you memorize all that?
Do you know?
You just sing it a whole bunch and you remember it? If they started singing right now, you would know the words? Go ahead, guys, sing a song. Just kidding. We don't want to put them on the spot. All right.
I think if we're trying to learn a song, we listen to it a lot in the vehicle, driving around. And then, like Maggie likes to write her words out when she's trying to learn it. And then playing together, I think, helps it cement the words in your head,
I don't know.
And really, that's why I do a lot of the lead, because I have the words memorized. It's easier for me to memorize, and it takes some work to do a whole song.
Okay. Anything else, Biscuit Eaters?
No, I say where we live too. What we've been doing a lot of, which all of our social media is mainly music, so people don't see the other part of family life, But we live in a beautiful part of the state. So we're close to Stone Mountain State Park. So
Know
we
it
love to
well.
go swim there to the waterfalls. We do a lot of that. And we're close to the Yadkin. We have a great spot on the river where we go swim a lot. And the boys all love to fish too. They love fishing. So it's a beautiful place to live. And Elkin is great, and
It is. I've been to that part of the state
Yeah.
several times. Have you, Mike? Up the Elkin area. Well, Biscuit Eaters, thank you so much. I'll look forward to following your careers as you get on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry. That's still my goal, to see you there. And thanks for being in the interview. And have a great rest of the festival. Maybe we'll catch you on the big stage later today and tomorrow.
Thank
tonight.
you. Say thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
In the mountains many years ago, I've trod these hills and valleys through the rain and snow. I've seen the lightning flash and I've heard the thunder roll. I've endured, how long can one endure? Barefoot in the summer, on into the fall, to many mountains, how long can one endure?
And we're going to bring old Joe back up here on the banjo. Now, it wouldn't be Earl Scruggs Fest unless we played a little Foggy Mountain Breakdown, right?